Greetings, citizens of Earth. This time I thought I'd talk about the stock market. I believe there's a problem with the stock market that everybody believes that those companies are giving their profits away to the shareholders. And I believe if y'all look into it, you'll find that they're not giving their profits away to the shareholders. And this illusion deception, well, illusion deception is evil. That's how you become evil. Who's doing it? Not me. I'm not doing evil. I'll do doctrine, but I ain't doing evil. So who's doing the illusion deception? You better start checking around. Who is doing illusion deception? Not me. I'll do doctrine, but I ain't doing evil. So anyways, I believe there is this illusion that the stock market's giving away their profits to the shareholders. I believe if you look into it, you'll find that they're not doing that. But I believe this illusion is also standing in the way of us creating manufacturing jobs, import-export jobs, and skilled labor jobs abroad. I believe it's standing in the way of that too. But we're going to put in a new tax system and get rid of those write-offs, and I'm hoping getting rid of those write-offs will cause everybody to go away. Stock market collapse because of the write-off. You owe taxes, just get some stock and write it off. And a couple of years later, you get it back. And, hey, you make some money. I was hoping that might get it to go away. And then the charities, I don't believe the charities can give the money to the recipients. If you look into those charities, can they actually give that money to the recipients? So I built some new charities, but to replace those. But the current ones, I don't believe they can give the money to the recipients if you look into that. And hopefully that tax deduction stuff will be the reason why they fade away on television. I don't think we're going to say this on television. You're not giving money to the recipients. You're not giving the profits to the shareholders. I don't think we're going to say that on television. So what are we going to say on television? Good question. So that's a good question. What are we going to say on television about both of those? And I was hoping that stock market, the write-offs, we're getting rid of that tax plan. We're coming up with a new one. And I was hoping they'd go away because there's no more write-offs. Take care of both of those. But what are we going to say on television? I don't think we're going to say that stuff on television. But anyways, I think that stock market is standing in the way of creating manufacturer job, import-export jobs, and skilled labor jobs abroad. I think it's standing in the way of that, isn't it? So we got to get rid of that so we can start working on those manufacturing and skilled labor abroad and import-export jobs. The stock market's worldwide, so I assume they're having the same problem. Who can import our stuff when they got a stock market in the dang way, right? But anyways, on the tax plan, I was hoping that this year we could start hollering, let's do 2 tax plans in 26, the new one and the old one. And then hopefully everybody want the new one, and we could just do one in 27, the new one. So y'all think we could pull that off? Start hollering, let's do 2 tax plans next year. The old one and the new one in 26. So let's do 2 of them in 26, the old one and the new one, and see if everybody likes the new one. And if they do, we'll just do one in 27, the new one. I was hoping we could get rid of it like that. Y'all think we have a chance of getting rid of it like that? Like I said, I'm not doing evil. I'll do doctrine, but I ain't doing evil. Look around, check around. Who's doing evil? Well, how can they do that without becoming evil? So who's doing evil, and how can they do that without becoming evil? You need to keep an eye on that because we're going through changes. So anyways, y'all need to keep an eye on that because we are going through changes. But anyways, I guess that's all for the stock market and the charities. Hopefully changing that tax plan, they'll go away because of those write-offs. But if you check the charities, I don't believe they can give that money to the recipients. I got new charities waiting to replace those. And then the stock market, I believe the illusion is they give those profits to the shareholders. If you look into that, I believe you'll see that they ain't doing that. But as far as punishments goes, watch my video on punishments. That works. So that's where I'm at. If you watch my video on punishments, it says that the individual punishes himself to heal himself so he doesn't become evil or die from going past his body. That works. So if nobody's got a problem, then I guess there's no problem. So don't you become a problem, because it does work. So don't you become a problem, because it does work. So anyways, that's where I'm at on punishments. That does work. And if nobody has a problem, don't you become a problem getting in the way, you see, because it does work. But anyways, I guess that's enough for now. Citizens Verdict, be cool.